Hi everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen. Thanks so much for watching my channel and happy Monday. If you're watching this the day that it's uploaded, I hope you're having a beautiful start to your week. It's definitely gorgeous weather here in New York. The sun is shining and I hope that you have some sun wherever you are too right now. I'm really excited to do this video because I've been really getting passionate about the fact that we all want a better life, but that there can be spiritual and energetic solutions to those problems. And somebody posted on Facebook the other day, I thought that was really funny. Like, all you have to do to be happy is heal your generational trauma and blah, blah, blah. And there's 100 things. And at the top of it, she put, and this is why we need Starbucks. That's why something like Starbucks exists, because it kind of just makes you feel better. Because to actually consistently feel better, it's so much work. And if you know how much work it can be, how many layers there can be to clear, to heal. Let me know in the comments if you feel me. And it's really funny, and that made me laugh because I actually, as a business owner, really am inspired by Starbucks. I'm inspired by Howard Schultz, who was instrumental in getting Starbucks to where it is today, and the creativity behind it for so many reasons. But I'm also a matcha girl, so there's that. I'm also vegan though, they need more vegan things. Anyway, but I was thinking about how sometimes people don't realize how practical spirituality can be and energy can be, and that's where I come in. And I commented on it, I said, I want to be like the Starbucks for energy. I want to be like that for energy work or for spirituality, because it's making something like this practical, I think, is so useful, and that's what I'm really passionate about. In this video, I wanted to take something, and this is going to be something I'm talking about a lot, by the way, so stay tuned here if you want to heal your relationship with money in your lifetime, because I want to tell you, there are 7 things, I have them written, I'm going to share them with you, that affect your money in your life beyond just working and all of those details. When you have generational trauma, for example, or issues with, all the 7 things that I'm going to tell you, you can get to the end of your life and still have all those issues, because what the world teaches you is that you're going to fix your money problem by working harder. And I especially speak to women, though you can take this advice if it applies to you or it, feels important to you. But honestly, the world teaches us about the masculine side of money, which is work equals pay, right? And here's the thing about working with energy and spirituality is what we're talking about is the feminine aspect of life. That's the spiritual, the unseen, the energetic. And here's the thing, they're 50-50. We never do away with the masculine, which is the practicals of the world, or the fact that, if you put in more effort, you're probably going to get more results, right? We don't do away with that. But what's missing in most of our lives is the feminine, is the answers here, is the solutions here. Because here's the thing too, you can spend your life working hard, and I know a lot of people who work very hard and are tired all the time and do not have enough money. And so that just doesn't make sense. And that's because you're missing this part. And it's 50-50, they both matter, okay? So I'm gonna explain this part and how that works. I'm going to give you insight into that. And so what I want to start with is that the wealth thing for most people is not if you see people who sell you things I don't know, there's so much out there about fixing money problems. And I want you to know one of the reasons why there's a lot out there about fixing money problems is because people are more likely to spend money if they think they're going to get more money. Okay, so be careful of that. I'm not saying that it's not okay for you to invest in things and make more money, of course, but sometimes it's used to manipulate people. And I actually did a program a few years ago called Wealth Blockbuster, and the irony of that program, it was supposed to be me helping people get rid of blocks to wealth in their energy and clearing those for them. The irony of that program was that every single person I talked to, we didn't talk about money. Believe it or not, we went into it both thinking that's what we were going to talk about, but that's what I'm telling you here is that your issues with money aren't about money. They're about a lot of other things. So here are the 7 things. I want to preface this by saying one more thing, which is that everybody's solution, that's why I'm saying be careful about the things that are marketed to you. Everybody's solution is not necessarily going to be the same. That's why when there's a lot of programs marketed to like a lot of people, hey, you just need to do this one thing, and whether it's in your energy or your spirit or in your life, the thing about money issues and undoing, not just money issues, but any issue, love or any other kind of thing that you want to fix in your life, is it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle that you want to solve. It's not a quick fix. It's a puzzle in you, in your spirit, in your journey that you need to solve. And for each individual, it's going to be unique. And that's why I do the work I do with helping you find what is the puzzle, what's missing, what do you need to learn. Because if you do things that are marketed to a lot of people at once, it's not personal enough and you could still have issues. So you need to find out what is it exactly that is keeping you from moving forward in your wealth journey, truly. And here are the 7 things, you're going to see them at the bottom here and read them as well, that can affect your money journey. And so I want you to watch each of these and think, is that me? Because again, it's going to be a personal puzzle that you've got going on that you need to solve. So this can help it get more clear already. Number 1, past life wounding, okay? Believe it or not, your issues with money can totally be based in past life trauma. If you resonate with this, I'm right here with you. Actually, this is something I have been working through lately. What happens in your past life or past lives, and then you come back here, what happens is you're here to learn a lesson that you didn't learn then, and that really seemed convincing in that life. And I'll just use myself as an example for ease here to explain. So I was hung as a witch in a past life. It's like super clear now to me. And I've met people in my life who were in that past life. That wound has been triggered a bunch of times, continues to kind of still have things getting triggered around that. And in this life, what that looks like is people accusing me of things that I didn't actually do, which is the same trigger from the past life. Even having like, for money, how that happens with me is that I feel like people punish me, or they take things away, or they withhold, or they try to hurt me, or if I go through something hard and I feel like I'm lacking, it's like I feel like I might die because of my past life I actually did. So it's affecting my relationship with just the world in general, because in the past life I actually did die, and so I have a wound of feeling like I might die because I actually did, because I couldn't trust people, I couldn't trust the world. And so that still comes up for me. I feel like I can't trust people, I can't trust the world, but it's just that wound from the past life, and that does affect wealth for me, So like, you're learning, this is the key with past life stuff, is you're here to learn something. So you have to be really strong to understand that the trigger and even the feeling, some people go really into the trigger and they feel like I really am gonna die. And I know how that feels, because especially if you did die in a past life in a traumatic way, you can actually feel like you're gonna die with these triggers. This is really common with wealth wounds, because we can often feel like it's my stability, my ability to live in the world, my ability to thrive in the world that's being taken away. So looking at if you have past life wounding, if you haven't looked into that, I definitely recommend. Number 2, childhood wounds. So childhood wounds can also set up lessons that you need to learn, and that's really the point of the wealth blocks, is that you need to grow in a certain way. You need to learn something and a specific lesson, and when you learn it, things will get better, but it's not always easy, I know. So past life wounds, childhood wounds, what happened to you in your childhood, how did that set up beliefs about yourself or about the world or about money even specifically that are still there and affecting you. 3, generational wounds, especially around wealth. A lot can be passed down, and if you look at your money situation and the issues, it's probably coming from somewhere. So that's another place that can be the source of the problem. 4, your relationship with the feminine energy in women, because feminine energy is your ability to receive. And so it's not just about work, it's about being able to receive. And so if you have issues with your mom, for example, or issues with other women in your life, you have an issue with receiving, and that can affect your wealth for sure. 5, relationships with the masculine. So this is your relationship with work and feeling like, do I feel a victim of that? Or again, this can be about men or your dad or different men in your life. It could be like very similar to dating. A lot of dynamics there can show up in your wealth as well. And feeling like a victim or feeling like I'm not provided for and masculine doesn't care about me can really mirror your relationships with men in your life. 6, connection with your purpose. If you are truly connected with your purpose and you're working on that every day and you're actually taking action toward it, it will bring in more. But if you're not, I find that it can, no matter how hard you work, like feel like a drain all the time. So that's really important. And 7, finally, your beliefs in the way of self-value, because self-value is like a cornerstone energy to wealth. If you haven't noticed this, a lot of people who aren't even like good people can have a lot of wealth, and that's because they have this one important piece, which is self-value. And people who are really good people and they give a lot but don't value themselves tend to not have as much money. So self-value is actually an energy in the energy world. This is the feminine side we're talking about, that can actually attract more money to you. And so if you work on that, that can also solve part of your puzzle. How are your boundaries? You know, how do you treat yourself and how do you think about yourself? So I want you to take all of those things and I want you to think about what of those 7, maybe it's all 7, but what parts of that feel like are really part of my wealth puzzle that I need to figure out. I can help you go from it being kind of overwhelming and unclear to like, actually, you know what? These 3 are like my top things that I need to work on, you know, and that can help you actually figure out how you're going to unlock more wealth for yourself in this life. And I'm passionate about this because I know that there are a lot of good people who deserve to have more wealth. You're going to do good with it. And I said this in another video I recently did, that you don't have to be afraid of having money. God isn't mad at you for having money, because all money will ever do is amplify who you already are. So if you're already somebody who loves to help people and you know that you're going to do good with it and you do good with what you already have, having more money is just going to amplify that. So don't worry about becoming a bad person or anything like that, because the truth is it can't change you inside. Who you are right now is who you're going to be then. And so if you know that you're a good person right now, you're going to be a good person. You're just going to have more money, and that's going to help the world. So I have a free masterclass coming up. It's called Next Level Your Wealth. And this can be for anybody, even if you're not really like in need of money right now necessarily, but you want to expand your influence in the world. You want to expand, like I just said, your ability to have power and to help and to take your wealth to the next level from where it is right now. And so unlocking these things can really help you to get there. So I have a free masterclass coming up. If you'd like to join, you can email me. My email's in the description, or you can comment and say Next Level Your Wealth, and I will get you the link to join. I'm going to offer energy work alongside of this. If you would like to sign up for that, that will be explained in the free masterclass, but the class itself will be free. I'm going to be going into more detail about this whole idea about how to unlock your wealth puzzle and how to get past these things. And the beauty of this is it's not just about money, it's about healing yourself. And the desire for money is actually a root that can help you heal your spirit in ways that you're meant to anyway. And because you need money in the world, it's like a great motivator to do that. But that's really what it's about when it comes down to it. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope this helped you, and let me know if you would like to join the masterclass. Bye.